Well, hello there, and welcome back to my channel, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, or Woden's Day, or Odin's Day, as the Viking heritage would have deemed it, as the Day of Odin. You know, the major god in the Norse mythos, as well as in the Marvel mythos of Thor. But that's neither here nor there today, boys and girls, and gentlemen, and ladies, and kids of all ages, except as a bit of mythical segue into the world of mythos. Because today we are going to the realm of ancient lore. Once again, into the breach we go. This time we are going to be drawing SEKHMET from the ancient and perhaps maybe not too ancient world of Egyptian mythos. SEKHMET was a lioness goddess of war and death and healing. And I guess those things often went together, so sure, why not? So I guess it was only fortuitous for the same god or goddess to tend to the needs of all these facts of life. SEKHMET was often depicted with a solar disk, and she was considered one of the solar deities and associated with the gods such as Ra, Hathor, Ptah, Nefertum, and Bastet. Her name was translated from an ancient word that I can't even hope to pronounce, and it meant the powerful or mighty. She also has other names such as the one before whom evil trembles, the mistress of dread, lady of slaughter, and also she who mauls. Man, oh man. Those were some pretty vicious words by today's standards, but you know what? Considering the times when ancient empires like Rome were laying waste to, well, pretty much everywhere, and war marauders were just as big a threat to common villagers as hunger or illness. So I guess she was probably a very well-received figurehead. SEKHMET was even seen as the protector of kings, or pharaohs, and was said to lead them into war. And if they happened to die in battle, maybe there's some ulterior motive, she supposedly kept protecting them, leading them into the afterlife. Why didn't you protect them on the field? Now get this, some of her abilities, she was said to breathe fire, and that the hot desert winds were akin to her hot breath. And her weapon of choice was a bow and quiver full of arrows. And she also caused plagues. They were her servants. This makes sense to me since she also was known to be able to call off the effects of disease. I mean, you can't call off what you can't control, so there's that, right? I wonder if there's still people out there who believe in some areas in SEKHMET, and maybe, just maybe, perhaps they are comforted by the ideology of such a goddess, especially in the current times of 2020 and post-2020. Well, not to get too personal, I mean, I just think these things sometimes. No harm meant. In one story, Ra sends Hathor in the form of SEKHMET to kill all mortals that were their enemies, the enemies of the sun. But her bloodlust was not satisfied there, folks, and she went on to destroy almost all of humanity, even down to the last artist. Okay, I threw that one in there, but sure, why not? To stop her, Ra had to pour out a lot of beer that had been dyed red with red ochre, so that it looked like blood. SEKHMET then drank the red ochre-stained beer and got so drunk that she gave up the massacre and returned peacefully to the land of the gods, or wherever, to sleep it off, like drunks do, I guess. Interesting story, though. Well, there's a lot to be said about old SEKHMET, I suppose, from iconography to ways in which she was worshipped, but I'll leave that for another channel, for now. This is an art channel, by the way, and I'm going to try to keep things a little PG, except for the war, I suppose. Mostly, I guess, but I'll leave the rituals to some other channels, like I said, for now. I can just imagine SEKHMET standing over the field of battle, breathing flames into the sky, as the blazing sun rose through the day and the hot desert wind scorched and burned the sands. Windswept dunes and blistering summer months, chariots and horses, soldiers on foot, at the brink of desert war, with khopesh and shields at the ready. waiting for the pharaoh to call charge. This was probably something similar to what ancient Egyptians may have saw in their minds when they thought of the tales of the proud lioness goddess, SEKHMET. I mean, it makes for a good story, even though I believe in another god. It still is a pretty cool story arc. Maybe Marvel will take that up someday. But I will say this SEKHMET sure seems to be someone I wouldn't want to meet on the opposite side of the battlefield, sports arena, or even the ER, if you know what I mean. So I guess that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. If you like this video, or even if it wasn't your favorite video, please like, subscribe, and share, and click that notification button that looks like a bell so I can get alerts every time I post on my channel. That really does help my channel grow, and I'd appreciate it a whole lot. It means the world to me, so more than you could probably even know. And after all, I do these awesome videos for you, and only you, every single week, twice a week, and so please share them with all your gorgeous friends out there. Thank you all for watching today. I am also always thrilled to see the view count go up, and also see all those subscribers grow. And as always, I am your artist Logan. I'm kind of sketchy, and I'll catch you later.